Yeah, we'll start off with the bottom. We'll go from bottom to top. 1A, you got Blum, who won in 2022 and 2023, and they're taking on Water Valley, who's back in the state championship game since 2018. Who do you like?
Blum, period. Done. Lauren McPherson, Kinsley McPherson lead Blum with a another state championship in hand.
Yeah, I'm with you, Blum, all the way. McPherson, like you mentioned before, retirement. Kinsley's final year, looking to win three state titles in 4 seasons, and I'm sure that early exit last year, they still think about that, so they want to go back on top. 2A D2, Crawford Iola. Again, you talked about how good that matchup is.
You?
I'm going with Crawford.
Oh, okay. I'm going with Crawford too. I think Jeff Cooker got a well-balanced team. They played Windthorst, who's got the most ever championships for a volleyball program in UIL. They beat them in the semis, and Windthorst was down 2 sets to none, looking to come back. Crawford did just enough to hang on. I like their balance of schedule. I like the fact that Jeff Coker always plays, 3A, 4A, 5A teams on his schedule. I like Crawford.
In 2A D1, you have Nocona and Jesuit Leon. I think Jesuit Leon was at the state semis a few years ago. It's Nocona's
Yep.
first time in the champ game since 2011. For me, I like Nocona. I'm a little biased here because their head coach, Sandy Langford, is a good friend. She built Glen Rose into a 4A power for 10 or 11 years. She goes back to Nocona, her alma mater. She played there, she coached there. The last two times they played for a state championship. This season in 2011, Sandy Langford was the head coach. So I would love to see Sandy win it for her high school. What's your thoughts?
Oh, easily Nakona. I think this might be a three-setter. Um, when I
And you
talked to
saw them
Sandy,
last week.
what's that?
You saw them
Yeah,
last
I
week.
saw
Yeah,
them. Yeah, I broadcast that state semifinal along with the Crawford one.
yeah.
And when I talked to Sandy, who met for the first time, I know who she is. But she said, had a wonderful time at Glen Rose, enjoyed my time there. But my husband and I thought it was time to, settle down.
Yeah.
I said, "You settle down by coaching Nakona." She said, "Yeah, this is what I do for retirement." So there you go. Absolutely Nakona.
Awesome. 3A D2, you got Boyd, the Yellow Jackets, back in the state championship game for the second time, taking on the Clifton Cubs. First time appearance after upsetting defending champ Stockdale in the state semis. For me,
Mhm.
we talked about Clark Oberly again. He's in that same boat. His farewell tour. Uh, I would love to see Boyd win it. I know a lot of great people in Boyd. Boyd has a special place in my heart. Um, and fun fact, if Boyd does win, this will be Clark Oberly's third state title with three different teams, which I don't know if how long the list is, but that list got to be short in UIL history. So I'm taking Boyd.
Easily, Boyd, done. Congrats to the coach Oberly. If it happens, like you said, great career, and ends it. I didn't know that fact, so it's fun to learn that for sure.
Yeah,
We'll have that info for you, by the way, before the match for sure
awesome.
on
Uh,
GM Sports Media.
3AD1 talked about it. I mean, Bushland and Goliad. Coach Culpepper doing a great job. I got Bushland in three.
Wow. This will be a fun one. I've got Goliad in four.
Goalie in four. I got him in
Yeah,
three.
I've
I
got,
think it'll be close. It'll be close scores, but I think Bushland in three.
yep. Okay.
For AD2, we got defending champ the Wembley Texans taking on.
Mhm.
How about the Eagle Mountain Knights? Um, first team from Fort Worth to play for championship, a volleyball championship in 60 years of UIL volleyball.
That's amazing.
They're the first team to do it. Captain Forster is very familiar with Garland, two state titles with Decatur. Uh,
Yep.
Eagle Mountain just in their second year of existence. But you know what? Wembley is very good, 46 and 5.
Hmm.
You know what? I'm sticking with the DFW train, man. I'm sticking. I got the upset with Eagle Mountain. I think with especially their two big hitters in Keone Williams and Brooke Lacewell. Their
Oh,
header Molly Albert's playing playing great volleyball. I got Eagle Mountain. I think that one could be 5 sets.
Yeah, I agree. I mean that one we're gonna settle in at this at the media table and just enjoy, just watch some great volleyball. You know, you talked about Wimberley real quick. It mentioned defending state champs. They weren't supposed to be this far, but they played Salado, the team that was predicted to get to
Yeah.
state. They beat Salado 2 out of 4 times. They beat them at the right time, and they've got a really good defense. They've got a well balanced offense. You know, and the Texans, again, a little bit of a surprise, but they, you know, their culture the last 3, 4 years has been phenomenal. They're at that state level. They expect to get the state. That said, I don't think anybody beats Eagle Mountain. I asked Butch, by the way, Butch Hart, I said, who's the favorite in your eyes? He says, Eagle Mountain easily is the favorite here. So,
Okay. Butch
but
Harmon.
yeah, there's no doubt. Catherine Forster, the magic she did at Decatur when it was
Yeah.
Decatur, Argyle, Crum, beating up on each other every year in district play, and the one team that came out of that usually was at the state tournament for sure. Kudos to her. Look forward to visiting with her on the state floor.
Yeah, Butch Hart with TGCA, I'll go with him when he speaks, I listen. So,
Yep.
4A D1, Decatur and Lindale. Decatur, man, Decatur reminds me some of the teams of Lovejoy where they're not really predicted to win it, but once they get in the playoffs, there's another gear. And th this year's team, especially Decatur's team, that feels like it because they come in undefeated district champs last season, rolled through state, and then this year they lose three district games. Then they lose a seeding game to Springtown. They beat Springtown in straight sets in the regional final. It just Decatur. It's playoff Decatur. Once again, the
Right.
postseason, they're a different animal. I got to go with Decatur on this one. Stormy Snyder in just her second year, I think she goes back to back. If they do win, it'll be their seventh title in 7 appearances.
Yeah, that's right. They're undefeated in their previous 6 runs at state. They've won every match. They have not lost the state semifinal or final. That's going to continue. And it'd be fun for Catherine Forster because, you know, kind of the program she helped build
Yeah.
into state contender and state champion. And oh, by the way, she should win one for Eagle Mountain as well. So it's going to be a great tournament for Catherine Forster. Yeah, and Stormy's a really good coach. When she came in, I got a chance to interview her, and she, you know, she's very humble, said, I just don't want to mess up what's working here because it's obviously working here. My job is to guide them as much as I can, but to understand the culture. When's the last time you heard about a coach going into a team, a first year coach, and not only not wanting to change the culture, but wanting to become a part of the culture?
Yeah.
Easily with Decatur. I'm
That's
with
what
you,
makes.
Decatur. This might be a quick one too, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember, especially last year, most of Decatur's championship matches are fairly on the shorter side. So, but it is great what Stormy's done. They had 9 seniors on last year's group. 3 or 4 of them went on to play in college now. Big shout out to Laura Hornsby, last year's state champ MVP. She's playing for East Texas Baptist. I believe they're
That's
undefeated,
right.
undefeated number one team in
That's right. And
D3,
by
I
the
think.
way, for ETBU, also part of their 6-2 rotation, Lexi Moody, who came from the Setter University at Crawford High School.
There you go. And they're also playing for state championship. But
Yep.
congratulations to Laura Hornsby. She was all region freshman team. So having a great season. But yeah, we both got Decatur. And then real quick, again, we've already talked about it, but 5AD2, Argyle Cedar Park. Again, I'll stick with DFW. I like Argyle and what Caitlin Johnson's been doing this year.
Yeah, don't throw me under the bus on DFW, but I'm picking Cedar Park. I think Lori McLaughlin's got the team to do it this year.
I mean, we coming in with identical. I think we're 36-10 for the postseason.
Right.
We got to change it up. So yeah,
Yeah.
some parity. 5AD1. I think yeah, we're both on the same side. Highland Park finally
Yeah.
gets it done.
Yep.
And
Yeah, and kudos to Coach Dearman, who's been there since 2004. The only other time the Scots went to state was 2003. They lost the semifinals there as well. So that's going to be looking forward. Well, Highland Park hopes is a wonderful Saturday.
yeah. And then finally 6A D2, yeah, Salt Lake Carroll, and I got them against Austin High.
And I'm going to pick Austin High. Like I said, yes, I mean, to be honest with you, put it on the table. That Tomball match, I there was no doubt I'm sorry,
Salt
South
Lake,
Lake Carroll
yeah.
was going to win that one. So, but this is a big match, and I'm going to try and help Leslie by picking against them. I'm going to go with Austin High in that match.
And then finally, yeah, looks like Byron caps off this magical 2-year run, this undefeated season, which not a lot of teams have done in the 6-year history. So
Yep.
it's been incredible what they're doing. 77 straight wins, all the talent in the world. Just yeah, Byron Nelson, I got in three.
Yep. Same thing.